Ain't no other way.
504 Nation. With this television show, we will strive to showcase the urban world at its highest by interviewing local professionals and hearing their stories and views on how they became successful. We will build a foundation for our youth to know their past, present, and most important, their future. So today's show is 504 Nation. Ain't no other way.
You heard me? Wow.
504 Nation, the reboot. AfriCajunTV presents 504 Nation, the reboot, 2020. Yo, what up, 504 Nation? You know what I'm saying? You got your boy Lee Selico, and I'm here today, you know what I'm saying, with somebody very special, you know what I'm saying, who really put it down for New Orleans and still is. You know what I'm saying? I got my man here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for my people out there?
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Big Mike, baby. Mr. Player himself, you know.
Shit, man, that's the business, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What you doing in the city right now?
We down here we came to bring the new single with me and BG on it. It's entitled We Doing It. Was up at the radio station last night with Wayne. Big shouts out to Wayne. Thanks for having us, man, inviting us up to the studio, getting that song played. I really appreciate that. But other than that, we just down here also possibly looking for some spots we can throw a party for the Bayou Classic.
Yeah, you know the Bayou Class will be something serious every year, you know what I'm saying? You dig? You know you got to be a part of it, you dig? So, you know what I'm saying? So how it feel like back in the studio working on your new album?
Oh man, it feels good. Anytime I'm off in the studio with creating, it feels good. That's where I get my escape from. You know what I mean? From just dealing with the world. I get to go off in there and create. So anytime I got the opportunity to get in the studio and record and create I feel lovely.
Shoot, just to establish, you know what I'm saying, so for all the viewers out there who may not know, you know what I'm saying, Big Mike, you know what I'm saying, you can tell them a little bit, you know what I'm saying, as far as your credibility and how you really hit the game hard.
Well, I'm from New Orleans originally.
Right.
I moved to Houston. Man, this was back like in the '80s, probably like late '80s, mid '80s. But I wound up actually, getting my first taste of recording back down here in New Orleans. My father is a musician. We used to have a little studio set up in the Calio Projects.
So what musician your father play?
Oh, my father played all kinds of instruments, man. Bass, lead, drums is his specialty. You know what I mean? He been performing in the French Quarters for a number of years.
Shit, it's running the family, you know what I'm saying? It's a bloodline.
Yes, sir.
So you got your start with your father, you know what I'm saying? And how was that?
Oh, it was cool. You know what I mean? I was able to go off the first time I was 15. I basically did the track and everything. You know what I mean? He played it, but I told him what I had wanted to play. You know what I mean? So I just got it from my musical background. You know what I mean? Coming through all my family. A lot of people in my families are musicians, dabble with the music, either singing or performing on some kind of instrument. But matter of fact, that same demo, we did like 2 songs. That same demo was one of the demos that had got back on Rap A Lot Records. Tony Draper, who owns Swab House,
Right.
8-Ball MJG fame. Me and him used to work at a restaurant in Houston as teens and stuff. And we used to go to the studio. He knew a guy that had a studio back, a record shop, and we used to go make demos over there. And matter of fact, he was responsible for getting into the ears over there at Rap A Lot. Make a long story short, Rap A Lot signed me. I was a member of a group called the Convicts. After that, when the Convicts album came out, I was invited out there to Los Angeles, you know what I mean, to become a member of Death Row Records. But shortly after I got out there, opportunity arose for me in which one of the members of the Ghetto Boys, Willie D, he had left the group,
Right.
you know what I mean? So everybody was looking for somebody to replace him. And
Shit,
my name kept coming up.
Not to mention, you know what I'm saying, at the time, we always had New Orleans music, but spitting that, you know what I'm saying, real music, you know what I'm saying, and not to knock bounce or whatnot, but it was something with more of a message behind it, you know what I'm saying, that you was spitting, and you was like one of the first catalysts to even step on that nationwide level, you know what I'm saying, with somebody like Scarface, Bushwick Bill, you know what I'm saying, even Willie D, even though he wasn't in the group at the time.
Yeah.
And shoot, I remember I was a little young at the time, but I have older cousins, you know what I'm saying, and they took me under their wing. You know what I'm saying? I remember listening to the albums, you know what I'm saying? I remember saying, like, you held your weight. You know what I'm saying? You represented the city. You did.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I was able to have that fortunate. I was fortunate enough to have a more universal sound because I was able to travel. You know what I mean? Besides just being influenced by what was coming out of New Orleans, you know what I mean? I was influenced by what was coming out of Houston, and way before the bounce. You know what I mean? Like I say, my family is full of musicians.
Right.
You know what I mean? And way before the bounce, man, all kinds of music. You know what I mean? I was always influenced by. So that's what came out. You know what I mean? What I would write. You know, and not bounce, man, played a big part. I seen the wave coming. I seen it when it took over Houston. You know what I mean? But I didn't incorporate a lot of that in my music because I wasn't really influenced. When the bounce had started surging in New Orleans, I was in Houston at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, a lot of people, they'd be like, man, I hear you putting it down, man, but you sound like you're from Texas, this and that. You know what I mean?
Right,
Just
right,
so happened
right.
because I happen to be able to spend a number of years out there. You know, you kind of hear it in my accent a little bit. You know, it's way between Texas and Louisiana, but that's
I'm saying the New Orleans foundation, that background always been with you and behind. And people from New Orleans know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like they'll be like he's a Houston rapper.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm sorry.
Cell phone break. You did.
That's you, man. But it was me.
All right, man. That was a little cell phone break. You did, and we're gonna go ahead and run it back with Big Mike when we get back. 504 Nation. Peace. 504 Nation. Ain't no other way. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one. Ain't no other way. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Ain't no other way. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one. Like, subscribe, or post comment. Thanks. Love, respect, pick one.